In 1941, at the age of 26, Orson Welles made Citizen Kane, widely regarded as the best film of all time. Having started at the top, Welles could only go one way. He got fatter, more sluggish, and ended up appearing in sherry commercials. In 2001, at the age of 25, the current Golf GTi is a very comfortable hatchback, but it will inevitably pass into history as an unremarkable sequel, because VW made their Citizen Kane back in the late 70s.
Remember me, seven execution. Remember me, I have no remorse. Remember me, I'm high power. Remember me, I drop bombs like Hiroshima.
This Mark I Golf GTi was the granddaddy, the instigator. This car started the whole hot hatch phenomenon, but this car was so good, it ended up bursting its own bubble. Unfortunately, only the Mark II came close to capturing the essence of the original. Now the Golf GTi has gone the same way as dear old Orson. It's got fatter, less agile, and only appeals to sherry drinkers. The tingle in your trousers that VW's GTi badge caused has been missing for a very long time. But now it could be back. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to Volkswagen's modern-day take on that classic Mark I Golf, the Lupo GTi. The GTi badge isn't an empty promise. Borrowing Big Brother Polo's 125 brake, 1.6-litre engine were taken to 60 in under 8 seconds. Strap a deck chair to a stampeding elephant and you get the picture. Just hold on tight and enjoy. If I had my way though, I'd stiffen the suspension, hang the reasonably comfortable ride and make it into a jaw-breaking bell. The Lupo GTi does have a few more tricks up its sleeve than the ability to cover miles in milliseconds. Its size is a bonus for sneaking into petite places, and that makes it a highly desirable city car. Because it's just as competent on the country roads. This car is no sherry drinker. Little the Lupo may be, but it's a classic case of small isn't automatically beautiful. These bug-eye front lamps make it look as though someone has shoved a chili pepper up the Lupo's bottom, which I suppose in a way they have, but it shouldn't look so surprised at having been spiced up. The best view is from the rear. And no, they aren't chili peppers. At least the snazzy alloys and clean, sharp door lines go some way to counteracting that shocked front end. Open her up and you'll think you've stepped into a paint pot with all those coloured panels. The dash is much more sober, with the exception of those sparkling dial surrounds. Big windows help to give this small car a spacious feel. Now, listen carefully, I'm about to use a big word. Ergonomically, it's not perfect. The steering wheel is wimpishly thin, the seats don't hug as well as they should, and tall drivers will feel as though they're sitting on the car rather than in it. In the back, it's a squeeze, and the boot is tiny. And then there's the price. At a fiver under 13 grand, it's a costly small hatch. Peugeot's 106 GTi and Citroën Saxo VTS are cheaper and just as much fun. But VW fans have never let the price put them off. So, do we have a successor to the Golf's GTi title? Or are we looking down the well where Orson's career ended? You can't help but fall in love with this cheeky little chappie. He gives everything he's got 100% of the time. Great for the city, great for the country. He really is the best thing to come from VW's GTi stable in a very long time.